bro, you not gonna tell me these One Piece characters not overpowered, bro. All he did was close his eyes. Well, he did open and close his eyes, and he off from people like that, bro. I don't know, bro. I guess he can beat Saitama too. Look. I just recorded 2 videos, both over 10 minutes long, and my mic wasn't even on. Everything was plugged up, it just wasn't capturing the audio. If you don't believe me, fuck it. But anime mentors showcase their powers in front of their students. Let's get straight into the video. If you don't know me, I go by the name of 2Ironic. Like the video. You don't gotta subscribe. Don't subscribe. I don't care. Let's get straight into this video, my boy.
The Anime Mentor. What words or descriptions come to your mind when hearing that set of words? Perhaps someone who serves as a hero's guide and best friend, or maybe the sacrificial lamb to make some villain look oh so powerful. Whatever the case may be, we can all agree on one thing. Anime mentors are badass. That's why for today's list we're going through some of my favorite...
wait, no spoiler, Let's get straight to it, folks. I feel bad for him, bro. That's crazy, man.
Hunter x Hunter is one of my all-time favorite shows, and while the first person most fans would think of when it comes to mentors is Biscuit, I feel like Kite's pretty underrated. One of the most cold-hearted mentors in the series, Kite showed his mettle when he leads the team into battle against the Chimera Ants. Running into the Hagio division, Gon and Killua get tested through individual battles against the enemies. For Kite, all he needs is his scythe, and the entire division gets wiped out in one fell swoop.
That's crazy.
Black Clover's Yami often puts on a show, and episode 49 is his crowning.
When is Black Clover coming out? Black Clover, at first I was like, watching it was a pain. You know, it's too much talking, but when they got to it, Yami is a demon. Yo, when the next episode coming out? I heard a couple of years. You gotta wait for the manga. That's crazy. This
moment.
Yo.
Among the shonen mentors, I really like Yami because he gives off that rough edge. There are mentors who look badass, but Yami takes it a step further and shows how badass he was with Dark Cloak Dimension Slash. It's a power that's so strong that it's capable of cutting dimensions, dwarfing whatever Veto can throw at him. There's no kill the overkill, and seeing Yami just put this elf down in such a dominant fashion is a real thrill. Everyone just looks on in amazement at the power of their captain.
And he just pushed through his limits. You gotta push through the limits. You know what I'm saying? That's why we're here to drop another video. That's how I get my motivation watching these animes. You gotta keep going no matter what, man.
They're in good hands. As long as Yami is around,
I wasted an hour.
Have someone to rely on while they strive to grow stronger.
Yeah, he like that.
Let's continue with the new gen Shonen Train with Benimaru versus Infernal Demon.
What that is?
Quite the underrated moment right here, as Shinra and Arthur find themselves in quite the fight against the Infernal Demon. Who else should show up but Benimaru himself? To Benimaru, this fight is personal. With this powerful foe in front of him, he simply flexes his power while Shinra and Arthur watch on. Easily turning away the demon's attacks, Benimaru holds back out of concern for the town before deciding to take the battles to the skies. Here, he finally gets a chance to obliterate the enemy with his awe-inspiring sun wheel. People have been applauding the sound direction for this scene, and I think that it does add to the moment so much. That bass alone is one of the most awesome and satisfying sounds you could hear from Fire Force, and it's the perfect complement to...
This is Fire Force? Wait, Demon Fire Force. What? Fire Force like these?
Watching Benimaru nonchalantly take the enemy down. Rayleigh's Conqueror's Haki deserves a mention.
Fire Force?
There's so
One
much
Piece
that you can
clouded,
do
bro.
with so little. Do you believe that saying? You sure as hell can believe it after seeing Rayleigh's conqueror's haki in the auction house. Rayleigh, contrary to expectations, didn't have the most explosive entry at first glance, but the sheer mystery of his silhouette entering the scene more than makes up for it. It even feels quite ominous and all, and when he does finish his entry, all he needed was one conqueror's haki to clean house. Just that sense of wonder, and I dare say dread in the character's expressions. There's that eerie feeling of, what the hell just happened? And it really kept the fans guessing when it comes to Rayleigh's true strength. Now that, my friends, is how you build hype with just one very pivotal moment. What an amazing debut for Rayleigh.
Bro, you're not gonna tell me these One Piece characters not overpowered, bro. All he did was close his eyes. Well, he did open and close his eyes, and he offering people like that, bro. I don't know, bro. I guess he can beat Saitama too. Look.
Saitama versus Genos is a rather unique application.
Yeah. It is lit.
You see, while most
bro, stop comparing Saitama to Superman, Goku. Oh, bro, y'all gotta understand when y'all do these, bro. These anime characters is like gods of their own universes. In this universe alone, Saitama is a one-punch man. You can't compare her to Beerus or Goku or Superman. When they make this character, they literally made this man invincible. You know what I'm saying? He literally killed people with one punch. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't, like, stop trying to conflict the two. You know what I'm saying? It's his own universe. You can't really bring him over here, bro. Because it's just like they're gods. Just like, it's like Thanos versus Saitama. He snap his fingers, Saitama not gonna go nowhere.
mentors show off their power by fighting villains and enemies in front of their protege, Saitama and Genos do it quite differently. Instead of enemies feeling the full brunt of said mentor's power, it's Genos who offers to do it, wanting to see the extent of Saitama's power. This is a rather unique setup for a mentor showing his protege his power, but it works. I was a bit worried as to how the battle would drag on due to Saitama's one-hit KO gimmick and all, but we surprisingly got quite the entertaining performance that shows Genos' determination. This is a battle that clocks in at almost 5 minutes, which I think also serves as a testament to Genos' strength. It's a friendly spar with not a lot of high stakes, but it also gives us a taste of what the two could do to each other.
And bro, that was, I mean, it was a full cutback, but it's like, it's not, well, not a 1-inch punch. He did like this and did like this and literally destroy half, like, that's the valley. That's crazy, bro. He was doing all these kicks, and that's just the steam.
Enjoying the video so far? I'd like to encourage you to hit that subscribe button. Subscribe, ring the bell, and be here the next time I upload more countdown videos. That's enough for now. It's time to get going again.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Minato.
It's nice to look now once again where it all began. It's so refreshing after so many videos focusing on the final war arc and Madara, you know. For most of the series, we've heard of how great Minato was and all, but we've never actually seen that strength in action. That is, until the flashback arc, which shows us important groundwork on how the Nine Tails in Naruto came to be. Tobi, at this point of the timeline, was one of the most powerful characters around, and it showed in the battle. With all of his power, even Minato struggled to land a hit, but with some ingenious tactics and possibly the most epic Rasengan in the series so far, the fourth Hokage defies all odds and finally forces Tobi to escape. Coolest mentor and coolest dad? You get both in Minato. Not to mention being super smart too. Who else can devise a counter to the very overpowered Kamui on the fly? All Might taking on Nomu may have been one of the best highlights of early My Hero Academia.
My Hero getting crazy, bro.
What a way to close out the first part of My Hero Academia. There's no bigger test for our heroes than an outright battle of survival against some of the toughest villains there is. And it seems like our heroes are in for certain doom until All Might arrives. In a way, this is pretty much just a punch-harder fight. However, one can't overlook the emotions the scene evoked when put together. The build-up to the actual fight together make a great moment. From All Might's appearance as a beacon of hope and how he just casually talks down and beats down the Nomu, it's just so satisfying. This is a scene that never gets old. I personally think that All Might has some scenes down the line that one-up this in terms of awesomeness, but it's here where we first get a glimpse of how far ahead the world's symbol of peace is. He's pretty much Deus Ex Machina incarnate.
Bruh, ain't gonna lie. Walk around smiling, like... I was finna try one, just like walk around smiling the whole time, just... That'll be weird, ain't gonna lie. I'll be scared, but... Walk around smiling, crying, smiling. Stop.
Around this time, and his save remains one of my favorites from shonen anime.
You know, like on Pokemon, they shoot a little star thing, and they go all the way out of space. Yeah. No,
after all of that, we take a look at Tengen versus Daki.
Yeah. Bro, this is lit. Bro, he's so wrong.
One of the biggest moments of Demon Slayer's Red Light District arc gives us the Upper Moon Daki taking on the Kamado siblings. Yep, you heard that right. Nezuko finally gets a chance to shine as she engages in combat against one of the most powerful demons that the series has shown so far. And it's a fight that took everything from them. Even with Nezuko's awakened powers, the siblings still had their hands full dealing with Daki. In an epic battle that could have gone either way, the Kamados come out on top, but not before sustaining major injuries. The bad news, Daki's still ready to go for more. The good news, it opens for Tengen to come in and finish the job. I almost felt like adding this moment was cheating because Tengen just came in for the last hit, but considering that the siblings at full strength are unable to completely eliminate Daki, it just shows the difference in power between them and a pillar. Tengen's boast afterwards is pretty cool too.
This was so disrespectful, like...
That's way too easy, isn't it? Suspiciously so.
Literally the whole,
These
like,
guys,
minute of just
they're gonna be in for a real surprise. And to wrap up today's list, we have Gojo versus Jogo.
Bro, the last video was on too, man.
When I first saw Gojo, I knew we were in for something special. He has that whole laid-back and cool attitude along with the accolades to go with it. He made one hell of a first impression in the very first episode, and I knew that it was only a matter of time before he'd break out as one of the anime community's favorite mentor figures. And that he did when he and Yuji encountered Jogo. Jogo quickly goes on the attack and seemingly finishes Gojo off in one hit. However, the badass teacher brushes it off like nothing and proceeds to do the same thing to the next attacks that the curse can throw at him. When Yuji and he got caught in the domain expansion, it didn't even phase Gojo one bit. In what looked to be a very dangerous and deadly fight, Gojo casually breezes through it, flexing and turning this whole affair into a freaking tutorial session where he can teach Yuji more about domain battles. There wouldn't be a bigger mentor flex than that. That's gonna do it for my top moments of mentor showing off.
It's gonna be it for this video. Hopefully I recorded. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of editing to do with your butter on it. Come on, okay.